400 grand for a bottle of air? Real air. Not perfume, not cologne, not food. Just air. From Paris. You think you've seen it all, huh? Wait till you hear this damn story. Hey man, say man, that's not no struggle. It's the hustle broski. Let's take it back for a minute. 1999, French artist walks into a pharmacy in Paris, buys an empty glass ampoule, fills it with nothing but air from his city, and gives it to his millionaire friend. Man, you know them rich folks will take anything if the story is good enough. He said, my friend already had everything money could buy, so I brought him Paris air, a troll, a statement, and now guess what? That joke is worth over $400,000. But it gets even wilder, cause many years later, a man named Gennaro Saravoldo did it again. Only this time, it was not art, it was business. He wanted the money. He bought an Aria di Napoli, air from Naples, put a label on it and start selling it. $10, $20 for a liter air. What started as a joke became a flex and turned into a full-blown hustle. Because you know what? People don't buy product, they buy stories. Hey man, say man, wait till you hear the full thing. That's the hustle broski. Back in 1999, it all started when a French artist named Marcel Duchamp walked into a pharmacy in Paris. He bought a tiny empty glass ampoule, fills it with nothing but the air of the city, and gifted it to his millionaire friend. He said, my friend Arensberg already had everything money could buy, so I brought him a vial of Paris air. He called it 50cc of Paris air. A joke, a flex, basically a middle finger to wealth, status, and materialism. But that joke, over 100 years later, it's worth $400,000 plus. And that's where the air hustle really began. Because decades later, someone took that same energy and flipped it from art into a full-blown street hustle. That's where enter our main man, Gennaro Saravoldo. Because right after World War II, in a city trying to rebuild, people don't know what to do. This man had a genius idea. He saw piles of empty middle can, leftover food tins from US troops. He decided to clean them out, seal them back up, and label them Aria di Napoli, Naples air. At first, it was a joke, a troll on tourists. But then, Americans started buying them back, paying to take home a souvenir they could not see. That, my friend, in Italia, is called Casima, the Neapolitan art of making something from nothing. Because Gennaro didn't post about it, he didn't go viral on TikTok, but he planted the seed. And years later, that seed grew into something way bigger. After World War II, the whole city of Naples was in survival mode. Streets were dusty, food was scarce, but the US soldier left behind one thing in bulk like I told you earlier. Empty food can. Gennaro was not rich, he was not famous, just a regular man with some Italian street hustle in his blood, man. He scooped up those used cans, sealed them shut, and slapped a new label on the front, and called them Aria di Napoli. Man was out here selling air before Shopify even existed. At first, it seemed like a prank, but then the tourists started buying. The American soldier, they loved it. It was a souvenir, a piece of Napoli they could take home. But here's where it gets spicy. Gennaro was not just joking, this was a statement, his flex. Like I told you earlier, this is called Casima, the art of surviving with nothing, flipping trash into treasure. This man took empty can, plus thin air, and made a product. If this doesn't inspire you to grind in whatever you're chasing, I don't know what will, man. Because fast forward to the 70s, Gennaro's grandson Claudio said, Grandpa idea is genius, but let's take it even global. Outside of the Venice Biennale, Italy's biggest art event, He sets up a little stand and starts selling canned air like it's limited edition merch. That young man was smart, man. Folk from London, Fred Earl from Milan, even Sacred Earl from the Vatican. This is crazy. And yeah, it sounds goofy, but it was real. People were paying, articles were written, collectors were copying. This was no longer a joke, it was a brand. And now, that little idea, it's a global souvenir hustle. You walk into tourist shop in places like Paris, Lake Como, Tokyo, Iceland, and guess what? They're selling air in cans. Just the vibe of the city, bottled up and sold for 10, 50, sometimes even $100. Websites like Fatrol Air turned it into full e-commerce place. Even Amazon got listing for it. It's a whole movement now, and all of it traced back to a man with a can, a man with a plan, and a man with a dream in the street of post-war Naples. Hey man, say man, that's not no struggle. It's the hustle broski. Now look, that little Earl hustle from Napoli, it didn't stop there. That idea caused wine and start spinning through the whole world. You got companies selling fresh Icelandic mountain air now. Air from New York City, air from London, even freaking California coastline air in mason jars like it's moonshine. This is crazy, man. Hop into a souvenir shop right now in Paris, Iceland, Lake Como, and boom, they got shelves of air going for 10 euros, 50 bucks, even $100 if the bottle got gold trim, I guess. And some of these companies, they even got two versions. They offer you with small or without, like it's a menu at a fancy restaurant. People laugh at it, but they still buy it because they are not buying air. They're buying a story, a flex, a moment, a vibe they can throw on a desk and say, yeah, I've been there. And yo, it even hit Canada. Some dude starts scooping up Rookie Mountain air out west, putting it in jars, and shipping that oxygen straight to China during the smog crisis. $30 a pop. Bottled Canadian breeze. So you're telling me people in China were breathing air from Bev, from Jasper? Man, that's different, man. They're making wax of what we breathe for free. So what started as an art prank in Paris, then flipped into a street hustle in Napoli, is now a whole worldwide souvenir empire. From back alley stores to Amazon storefront, from trolling millionaire to cashing off tourists. That's not just business, that's the real hustle, broski. What we need to learn here. They sold air, my guy, like actual air, and people bought it, and they still do. But it ain't just about the product. Sometimes it's about the story. It's about making people feel something, even if it's just a brief. I know it should be free, right? But you gotta understand, value ain't always in what something is. Sometimes it's in what it represents. Some people want a souvenir. Some people just want a flex. Some people want to take it as a joke. Some people want art, memory. That's how the rich get richer, and how hustle turn nothing into something. So next time, if somebody say, man, that ain't worth nothing, you tell them, cool, I'll do it anyway. That's the real hustle. That's how people make it. And you can too. Hey man, say man, that's not no struggle. It's the real hustle, see. So yeah, they really did it. They really bottled air, sold it like luxury, and made stupid money of it. All because they understood one thing. People don't always buy stuff for what it is. They buy it for how it makes them feel. And that's the kind of mindset that turns trash into gold. So don't never forget that. They buy it for how it makes them feel. This was just the beginning. You think that was why? Wait till you see the dude who sold the rocks as a pet. It gets deeper, man. So hit us up, drop a comment, and let me know if this hustle inspire you. And remember, hey man, say man, that's ain't no struggle. It's the hustle, broski.